section below.
Hey man, Sandman High School 2K Specialist Go Read the Kid live in the flesh. This is a little face reveal, a little studio setup, stream setup type ordeal.
Subscribe. It's time to give some gems, the best gems. Now, a lot of people wasn't doing this, giving the gems. I don't get mad about the VC prices because it's the same thing as understanding life and how there's levels to it. And the more you just understand there's levels and get on your own level and find a way to mesh in with other levels, maybe it's higher levels, mid levels, that's just how life is, right? Until we understand this, it'll always be a teeter-tot. Now I tell people, like, when they talk about VC prices, oh, 2K is outrage, this is outrageous, how they're doing this. It's literally a bracket. So it's literally like you seeing you go to a car dealership, the Benz, and there's these low level Benz, but you see the high level Benz that you can't get. You know that you only got enough money for the lower level Benz. Business company tactics. One, you always have to put yourself in a humble state. Do you make this game? Can you go out your way and put in all the coding and time to make this game, no matter the amount of money, the billion-dollar company? A lot of times when we would throw that shot at 2K, I know this, but I don't care. Like I said, I'm not in for a logo. So I'll still say, oh, they're a billion-dollar company, they can do this and that. But usually when you say that about a company, you'll get a bad kind of like taste in their mouth with the company, because they understand that it's still hard detail work. There's still people that are creating this, right? There's still a group of people that's taking their time to create this, their individual own product. It's just to the point now where we look at them like they're their mayor or the president or the police force or teachers. You guys get what I'm saying? That energy. We look at them in that same way. Not like they could be your brother, and you know how your brother can mess up certain little stuff here or there, or not do certain stuff the best, or have his own different mind, right, with things. People don't see that. Now, understand, there is a lane of people who have money who don't care about the 2K prices. Do you understand? Their perception is different. So, one, it's the same like this. I had to cut out the video. I had to cut the video real quick and do this little part. It's the same like this. Is Gucci in your bracket? Is Prada? Do they sell to lower class people, or people that don't got that much money, or people that is working a job that pays like 15 an hour or 10 an hour? No. So you have to start realizing and putting your glasses on that that's the same thing 2K does. Their VC prices is set for the people that got the money, and it's nothing to them. Think about somebody that got money like it's nothing, and it's like, okay, hold on, okay, let me pay. Think about how many people in the world is like that now. Different countries, different areas that play 2K. They play 2K in UK, Canada. Just think about that. Nobody sits back and thinks about that. They don't. So understand, 2K has never came out and made it seem like they a game that promotes for the people that's not that wealthy enough to just waste money on their game. They kind of are moving like a Gucci. Been moving like that, I would say. Because anybody that got the money, you can pay for it and do it as much. You know what I mean? My way, if I was even to go about it, because people talk about all the rep, you see it here on the screen, right? You guys have to understand, for each of these levels, you got to understand there is noob rookies. Separate yourself for a second. I hate when people can't do this in real life, because this is how you argue with this person. This is how you can't get along with this person. You can't see this person's view. There are noobs who are not going to hit starter 1 in this game. I promise you. New players. Players who just can't hang with the comp. Players who they don't got the stick skill or the awareness level to even play the game. Do you know there's people who don't be beating the CPUs? Like, I've literally had real life friends struggling with the CPUs. People don't have the same drive, the same care to put a lot of hours within 2K. You gotta understand, sometimes 2K just be a household game. You know how somebody buy 2K, they just have it in their house just to have it there, right? there's just like there's many people that's not gonna cater into 2K and say, oh, I'm not playing money this year. Nope, I'm not doing it. Up, they don't got me this year. Trust me, they know that's gonna be there. This is life. We're in duality. I'm teaching real gems on this video right here because people gotta stop with all the craziness. The only way to ever get a real change with this VC prices and etc. and is to be in a humble space, speak facts, leave out all the disrespectful, distasteful shit that they'll latch onto and give that a reason to not even listen or want to say, hey, we're going to listen to the community and cater. But you guys got to think about it. There is people that literally have money. They good to go. They don't look and view VC prices as high. They don't. It's only the people that get the mind like, oh, the gamer consumption and look at these prices and they're doing this, and then on top of it they make it optional. So they weed out, it's like they weed out people too who will be bad for their business as well. Even creators, they weed them out. This is how they choose to pick from certain people, because it's not about it no longer becomes you got to understand this, like it's two sides to the coin. I just keep trying to tell people this, right? We go here. Another big factor with this year, NBA 2K23. Let me come here and show you guys something, because a lot of people not realizing, and this goes with like some real life problems as well too, right? Now let me see. When we look at NBA 2K23, we had way more freedom. I want you guys to just peep. We had way more freedom with the builder within itself. So this is what made them up the VC prices too this year, because they didn't want everybody reaching certain levels fast. You understand? They didn't want everybody reaching certain levels fast. So if they do have to up, this is just some natural psychology stuff. You ain't probably gonna hear there's nothing else, right? And think about it. If you was able to upgrade certain areas fast in this game early off the rip, without having to add in the grind, you would be going crazy in this game. Because this game really was attribute focused, but it was too much free for all, which we're not going to get next year. You're not going to see a 6'1" be able to do a quick drop dunk to even have that high of a dunk rating. You will not see it. Man, they already talking about it in the Twitter notes, but I'm guaranteed, and was guaranteed this before. I can see how they do things. I ain't gonna go too much, but I can see how they do things, right? Now, when we cut that off, right, and we come back to here, look at this. This is Davis's video, 2K21 Next Gen. This is a next gen game. Now, some of y'all don't really be listening the way I try to kick the gems. They get to drop a game every year. They don't have to make no first impression on you. They don't have to make a second impression, a third impression. 2K doesn't have to do this, because they always, and I say, man, that could be a business tactic with companies, you know, because one thing I started learning too about companies and businesses, once you really get to that level of looking at it, because I like to have my own businesses. I want to create I have certain businesses and I want to build them to get higher, but I'm already at certain building grounds where I can see like, okay, I see how this functions. Okay, I see that. They can do certain things like that for a year, get you mad, but you got to understand, on a psychology level, they see that they still have majority of the community here, and they still see that there's certain things that they can do and listen to that'll bring everybody back. Crossplay is the example. Taking out the quick drops is the example for Mike Wayne. Come on, they could have did that earlier in the game, but why mess up this game cycle? Let's just focus on the next. Let's let them get familiar to these problems. Their mind is so frustrated with these problems. Once we fix them, yo, they like giving y'all the problems and then fixing them all the time. You see what I'm saying? A company that gets to make the game every year. It's like your birthday coming around. Your birthday gonna happen every time, right? Your birthday gonna come around, right? It's like Christmas coming around. Christmas gonna come around, right? You understand this? They get to make this game every year, so they can do certain things that I've been saying that I felt like all companies do. And I'm not doing this in a bad way, because you know how they say that? Bad promo is good promo as well too. Come on. I remember Call of Duty had like the most dislikes or something like that, but it went viral. So you got to understand, tactical smart businesses is going to start saying, you know what, maybe we can transmute some negative energy. We always still have people who enjoy and still people who like. It's always two sides. I feel like anybody that gets to a real natural, real understanding of life, you know, it's levels, yo. It's two sides of everything. You can never just sit there and think things gonna be peachy, creamy, la la land, just everything working right and going in your favor. That is the craziest part. The best part, the biggest, the greatest tool anybody will tell you in life, and I'm gonna tell you this right now, is to make sure you can find enjoyment in things for yourself. Meaning, yes, you probably like to enjoy things with others, but you can enjoy things yourself. Meaning, if you was by yourself, you ain't had nobody, you can enjoy it yourself. Trust me, that is the best feeling to have. You don't feel bored. You don't have these little crazy thoughts coming and hitting you. It's a lot with this, right? Now let's look at Davis Bill, right? Look how he was able to max out. This is 21 next gen. This was 21 next gen. You heard what he said? And Davis is a big creator. One, to even change this, you got a lot of people that talk about, say, oh, hold the creators to the leg, to the fire. Doesn't do anything. You seen what 2K did, right? What does 2K do? They go and get new people. They'll find new people that's content creators, and with their little bit of juice that they got, they can give them a logo to boost them up. They can make them come play the game early, whatever the case is. And still, they know that they're going to get a certain amount of other creators that's bigger, but it doesn't matter. Uncle Demi, Joe Knows, Badge Plug, none of these creators are big enough by themselves to make a huge impact on 2K to where they're like, oh my god, we gotta silence this guy, or we gotta just nothing like that. So it'd be pointless for them to do that anyway either. They can still make money regardless. It's just some people would like those benefits from 2K, and they know how businesses and companies work. They're not going to change things. I mean, they're not going to, not that they're not going to change things, but they're going to do things on their time. We was asking for crossplay. We was asking for a lot of stuff that they changed up, and Mike Wayne already tweeted about it right now for 24 already. We was asking for it, and you see they did it. So they do it on their own timing, which goes back to when I was talking about how maybe companies set up to do things that way. It's just like how somebody arguing with their girl, oh, whatever, man, I'm done with you. Then they back with them again. Yet people looking like, what? How? What? You don't think business companies see this same science when they're looking at all the hate comments like, yo, these people are talking trash, but still playing the game, though. They look at these guys, still playing the game, though. You know? You don't think they sat down and had that conversation and tried to understand that psychology, that science, to improve their game even more, but then they came to the realization point that, yo, we're always going to have somebody that's going to hate our game. That's like somebody seeing my videos. I know there's always going to be somebody that's going to think my video's trash, while somebody's in another different perspective, a different perception, like, yo, this nigga's videos is fire, bro. He really going crazy. While somebody's like, man, this dude's video's boring or something, like, because I'm not maybe adding in a whole bunch of fast edits and shit. It's like, there's literally that duality. Didn't Soluminati blow up without doing edits and stuff like that, just based off personality, energy? Not saying that's what everybody need to do, but I'm just saying that look, there's that shit's real, okay? Now, you see right here, he had way more freedom to upgrade his builds, 21 next gen, but it goes deep. Like, this goes deep. Like, they want us to feel a quest with their game. Not to where we buy the game, we pay. That's really a real pay to win. You know what I mean? That's a true pay to win. People think boost and stuff. No, you can have IQ and you're with a team. You're really out there on a basketball court with 3 other people. I hate when people do that. It's like everybody makes this a solo thing, but you're really out there with 3 people. Yes, boost has certain advantages, but no, 3 people with high IQ playing right always can beat some players that got boost. And can beat some stage players. It depends on the team. Let's just be real. We're speaking hypothetically regardless. So with boost, right? It's not a true really pay to win. It's not. It's not. It's like, it's in Call of Duty, there was different guns that, yeah, they really shot different and it really had no kick and recoil. Boost don't make you hit every shot. You can still miss, get your shot blocked, so it's not a true pay to win. When you have it like this, to where you see how he could upgrade himself off the rip, this was more of a pay to win. Cheaper VC, yeah, it was cost less, but this was way more of a pay to win. Why? Because there's certain players who couldn't get none of these attributes. He probably could maybe get a little bit of shooting, his playmaking. You're dogging him with these attributes. You understand that? You're doing what you need to do, 21 Next Gen. So, you guys got to, this is the true point to why the VC prices are like this. They don't want their game to be dried out quickly. They want their game to go within a nice flow. Even when it comes to somebody maybe finding a new build, maybe testing out this stat, testing out that stat, testing out this badge, showcasing this, showcasing that. They want everything to go into a nice flow. They don't want people rushing things. This is why they even took the legend grind away the first time, because people was just boosting getting it fast. You always got to think about the cheesy, crazy players that's going to make the experience for the casual player bad. You have to always think about that. That's just how it is. It's the skill gap. Players are too good. Sorry to say it. We're finally here to kind of get into the end. It's just the player skill gap. The players are so good. Like, probably the average player, how 2K will look at it to the casual, they're going to ruin the game. Even though people say, oh, they're not, I'm not talking like a Steezer or something like that. There's still like a certain group of players who just understand 2K way better than the certain randoms that you will play. You know what I mean? It's just a certain group of players. Even if they're not like a Steezer or a comp stage, they're still way better than the average, like, casual guy who's just hopping on the game. So they wanted us to feel a journey type of thing. It's the same reason why we in the city. You gotta think, to me, honestly, I just looked at it like 2K. They were getting dry, right? They were getting dry with how they rolled out things. Things was being too repetitive. People were boosting to get your legend reward. So they have to revamp things. Now we have a new system to where you guys know a rookie not hitting. Come on, man. Somebody that's at a real rookie 1 level skill level. Come on. Some of us are already starters. Starter 3. Some of us are already veterans. You think a person with a real rookie, they're not going to experience some of these rewards. Trust. They're not. And some of these rewards may be good. That was another main reason they even switched the rep system and changed it. Because people wasn't able to experience the rewards. They're like, man, I would never even be able to hit legend. Y'all don't remember those little conversations people used to have? That's why I say people don't keep track of time. It's like people just, on the next way, they don't, it's not like you're not supposed to hold on to the past for so long, but you're supposed to still kind of have a little bit of understanding from certain things. I used to see people complain about that, like how they would never hit legend, they don't never have the time, the rep system too long, etc. Or they make it to where if we not on a win streak, you don't remember when people said this? Oh man, when we on 24 win streaks and stuff like that, you should get more XP or more VC. They still ain't never do that yet. Come on now. It's reasons though. Trust, it's the boosters. If that energy ain't exist in the world, like people to do that and people have more morals, they would have some shit like that in the game. Okay, 24. Because if people was like be like, oh, he's boosting to catch him, and yeah, that would, I'm not even gonna get into that. But that's the main reason they took this rep system out. But why did they keep level 40 in? Y'all see how you gotta watch some people don't watch my full video, but if you watch the full video, you see how I get to my points. Why leave the level 40 in and the battle pass? They want to bring rep back because level 40 was really, to everybody, level 40 was trash. It's booty cheeks to a lot of people. Some people like it, but it's booty cheeks to a lot of people. Some people still wasn't able to hit level 40. I have a badge grinding service. You can't tell me this. Some people still was not able to hit it. Still. You don't got no team. There's so many excuses. Now, why keep level 40 in the game? Why keep the cosmetics for people to pay? They was talking about making more streamlined. You could just focus on gameplay. Why? My team is different. They said if this is my point, I think they did say more whites will drop on my team, so it's different from Park. I don't believe that Park may have it to where, oh, you unlock this badge. If so, maybe like I said, bronze. They're not going to do nothing crazy within those battle passes to create that chaos of people saying, oh, it's pay to win. Oh my god. Probably majorly just cosmetics, little boosts, extra help, bonus things that make you want to play the game more or something like that. That's it. And grind the rep. But they had to leave that there for the casual players that maybe would want to pay a little bit. If they want to pay a little bit to some of their levels, they can. If they want to pay the whole thing, hey, you can. Hey, it's here if you want to. But I'm pretty sure they're not going to make that to where it's a OP thing and everybody is going crazy and buck wild. That'd be one of the dumbest business moves. Unless they're just trying to make everybody mad again this year, but I don't believe that, because people like the current gen trailer. Come on now. People like, oh snap, current gen look good. People liking what they're hearing on the news. People like the pro play feature, how it looks. So I believe that they're not going to ruin that type of hype, even though people have this scaredy, because it's not real reality yet. We don't know. They could have lowered the VC prices on the builds. Yeah, they probably made it where you pay for these other little streamlined things, but VC prices in the build, they could have lowered that. We don't know nothing truly yet until we see it. So if we really want to make real change, it's like with devs in the business world, I'm gonna just keep it 100 with y'all. You gotta be logical, intellectual with them, and talk within that right manner. You can't go crazy at them, because they real people still. They probably, man, let me listen to this other guy. I don't care how long you say, it's how you say it, you know? I already know that's with the devs. That's what anybody really in real life. It's how you tell them things, how you come across, how you do things, and if y'all gonna mesh and mix together and things could be smooth, or people take your feedback. That's really how it is. Now, I'm gonna close it and end this video on here. I don't see them doing that, where it's a pay to win the level 40 system. I see that level 40 item being cosmetic as hell. Like, it could literally be something to drive around. I really believe that this year they focused on the gameplay and the rep system portion of it and the accolades we get. Because think about it, if they patch the builds, which they did, you're not going to see 6-1s with quick drop dunks and dunking crazy contact dunks. That means they patched the builder, meaning, okay, and within some of these rep rewards, starter, rookie, you're going to unlock certain attribute things or certain gameplay things that's going to help your build out for sure. Just like how it was in the old 2Ks. That's how it was. You're like, oh snap, you get those attributes. Some of us always used to look at it like, man, I won't be able to get those attributes for my build. You still went crazy on your normal build, but you know that other side was there where you could get your attributes up a little more. That's what I feel like is going to be here in the rep, because they had to bring it back, but they still left those other rewards so somebody can at least buy a level 40 car and be happy, like, okay, I got that. Very simple. Now, for y'all to be like, oh, some people have those ideas in battles where they like, hey, that should be free. Some people have those battles and ideas like that. Me personally, I'm going to tell y'all it like this. I like basketball first. I want their gameplay and their mechanics to be fun first, to where everybody can enjoy it and it be on the game. Then we get to the cosmetics. I don't care about no cosmetics. I'm telling you, I don't. I like the ability where I'm in the game and I'm using my stick skill. I'm getting certain little crazy clips and buckets to fly off, and I got a rep about who I am, and I'm this player, and I'm my own individual player in this little virtual world, and there's other individual players in this virtual world that got different bags. You can connect and build. That's what I'm about. That's what I care about. If you once 23, that was kind of like cut off for me this year with people. Like, now that we get the crossplay stuff, we can get back into that energy. That's really keeps me all in it. 100%. The cosmetics, the VC, all those little details. I don't get into that. And I feel like if more people was into those vibes, they wouldn't even, man, they would start doing certain things. Like, maybe, like, I'm telling y'all, they would start changing certain stuff. It's when we pay attention to, I ain't even gonna do that yet. I'm not even gonna say that. Listen, just understand, man, it's how you move with things. It's how you pay attention to things. It's how you react and respond to things. How we make that change. I've learned, like, even talking crazy. I just do that because I naturally do that. I never cared about logos, but talking crazy about the devs, or like coming at them in certain ways, you already just get checked off the list. That's it. Some of these little problems they already know, and it's a certain answer behind the scenes that you wouldn't know if you got behind the scenes with them. But they expect people to notice before you even get around the business. There's certain things, that's how you even get chosen and picked. And, you know, y'all hit that like, man. Subscribe. I'm going to see y'all in the next one.